So pretty much like so that was weird. That's pretty much, I think that was because the other one, it seems my situation wasn't devastated enough. It's that PTTS blog, that was the indication I was at the worst. My situation was at the worst. It can't get any worse than that. It's like before. Maybe when I was 6 years old, it just seems like maybe my parents still could, watch over me and things like that. But I felt like in 2006, when I first made my first post on my PTTS blog, I felt like maybe it's just like my situation can't get any worse. It's like so I felt that was would argue as the sort of like that breaking point. It's sort of like enough is enough. It's kind of like, treat me with a little bit of respect. Sort of like in a way, acknowledge me already. It's how low, how much worse can it get? It's like. Pretty much, it's just like, I think that, but it was just that, kind of like in a way, it was just like, it's better than, my father chopped me to pieces. So like I felt maybe that's the whole argument, that I didn't get chopped to pieces. I get to post up my article. So like in a way, it was better outcome than getting chopped to pieces by my father, because I get to post up my article on my PTTS blog. So like it's like. So, my PTTS blog would argue as is better than I'm getting chopped to pieces by my father. It's like. It's like. So, like, in a way, I think that's why, it's like. I'm not getting chopped to pieces by my father. Be happy that I get to post up my articles on my PTTS blog. Just be happy already. basically, I think that's just really just about to. I think it's that I can't hold it in anymore. Pretty much that anger expression that I couldn't hold in is like angry expressions. I can't hold it in. It's like whatever it is that you pose up, you didn't get chopped to pieces by your father. Be happy about that. That's my angry expression that I can't hold it in anymore. It's like, oh God. I'd like a sign, please. Please help me to stop myself from keep being alone, including antisocials. Please, almost daily. And Sam, like, please help me to overcome being humiliated by the world almost daily. Please. God. God, it's really like just want to break down and cry. Give me that break, it's like, well, it felt like, maybe it was, maybe just keep, I don't know, like, just felt like, each time break down and cry, remember those scenes where my father whipped me with the leather belt, and it's like, you break down and cry, and you get whipped even more, and it's like, it's like, it really doesn't, kind of like in a way, just break down and cry doesn't do anything for me, it's like, it was just throughout my past, look at the events by events, just keep sucking it up and didn't break down and cry and keep follow through with what I have to do, and instead of break down and cry, it's like, I don't know how this person gets into this situation where people have to give him his father have to chop him to pieces, or people have to make an act of mercy on me. So like my father have to chop me to pieces, and people have to make an act of mercy on me to run me over with a car and kill me at the scene. Why can't we do this? Why have to continue like this? It's like, what it's that I need to do, kind of like in a way to do something about my situation. This is not normal, it's like It's not how people live their life, just wishing people have to do an act of mercy, run me over with a car and kill me at the scene, or my father have to chop me to pieces. It's like, come on, it's like, what the hell, it's like, why are all these, why do I go to school, for all this education when they can't live together, just can't communicate with each other. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this city, it's like, my father chickened out. He didn't chop me to pieces. So, it's like, he never chick out, when you whip us with the leather belt. Yeah, he haven't chick out before with the leather belt. Why did he chick out on the butcher knife? It's like, anyway, it's like, so, like, pretty much start there, the PTTS Blog, it's like, I didn't get chopped to pieces by my father. I didn't shout it at a person's face about my situations. Kind of explode, like, about how devastated my situation. I get to pose up. So I don't, like I'm saying, I'm hurting myself right now by saying these things because someone should tell me these things instead of I'm telling myself these things. It's like, what's wrong with this city? Why I have to do this? It's like, why can't a person say that to me? It's like, it's just like, be very, be happy, be grateful. You have just the luckiest person ever. You didn't get chopped to pieces. You didn't exploded. You get to post up your article on your PTTS blog. It's, why can't a person say that to me? Why I have to say that to myself? It's like, no, it's like, it's really hard for me to. It's a pretty harsh criticism, but at least I know what's going on. It's like, we live in the same city. We practically see each other all the time. Why can't person say that? It's like, come on. It's like, what the hell. It's like. You know, it's like I went around, like all the people I know and my co-work, and trying to tell them about my situation. It's like God, it's like. Okay, so anyway, I don't know, like, I'm, I don't know, like, even though it's harsh criticism, but at least I am also part of the city, it's like, what do I need to do to be part of the city? I did my leadership responsibility and duty and provided my service to the community. What the hell I need to do to be part of the city? It's like, at least, okay, fine, just say it's really harsh criticism for someone to tell me that, what I have to do to be part of the city. I will accept that harsh criticism. It's like, okay, so anyway, I my father checked out and let the world continue to humiliate me almost daily and let me have to continue living alone, including antisocial almost daily, because my father checked out. He couldn't follow through with chopping me to pieces. Just chicken shit. After all those being all that abusive and bad and messed up and everything, and he checked out, and then he supposed to redeem himself. Chicken shit, it's like check out in the last second. It's like, oh God. It's like whipping. Whip out with the letter belt all the time. He didn't check out on that. It's sort of like, what the hell, it's like, God, it's like chicken shit, it's like, why did it all of a sudden become chicken, it's like, God, it's like all those, throughout, like back then, just keep whipping us with the letter belt all the time. Never check out on that, it's like, and he check out on the butcher knife about to chop me, and he check out and stop himself and place on the table, it's like, chicken shit, it's like, chicken, and being all like very bad and messed up and abusive and check out on the very last second. What kind of father is that? Chicken shit, it's like, chicken shit, it's like. Act all like bad and abusive and messed up all the time and chick out on the very last second, it's, what kind of father is that, chicken shit, it's like act all tough and bad and messed up and abusive all the time and chick out on the very last second and it's about to chop me with the butcher knife, chicken shit, it's like. Okay, so that will be the second rehearsal. So like, it's just these things. Just basically, just wanted to let the world know about my situation, how devastated it is, and things like that, and just like what I wrote in my YouTube channel description. Just wanting to overcome being alone, including antisocial and almost daily, and the same, like overcome being humiliated by the world almost daily. It's like, so pretty much, it's like, I felt like if another person's work with me, it would have been so much easier, it's like, saving me so much pain and everything, it's like, why can't so silly all these people, just one person step out, work with me, it's like, God, it's like, I just basically just wanted to break down and cry, and it's very hard, just living alone and doing anything social and I think just like, especially, the thought that another person just work with me, I wouldn't have to be alone. And so, like, I don't know, I just don't want just to let this chance pass by that I didn't do enough to get some attention. I've just wanted each chance I have to, do what I can to get some attention. Basically, that's what I want. I don't know, like, to the point that I'm about to break down and cry and just saying, like, what I have to do to get a little bit of attention and I'll get some attention in general. It's like, basically just don't want to just leave having these chances keep passing by. Each time I make one of these videos where I speak in front of the camcorder, it felt like a chance for me to get some attention from the world. It's like, how many videos have I made? How many chances have passed by already? It's like, so pretty much in this video I kind of wanted to say, what if I do put more into it? Could this chance be it? It doesn't pass by like the other videos is, and it's like, just this. I think that's what bothering me so much in this video. I think maybe I want this video to be it. Don't want it to pass by like the other videos is also. Like in the past. It's like, so I think that's what bothering me this whole time in this video. It's just like, I want this video to be it. To get some attention, not like the other video that just keep pass by my chance to get some attention and things like that. And so I think that's what I'm trying to emphasize on. Is just like, let this video be it. Maybe I think if I break down and cry, maybe it put more emphasis into it. I think that's what I think that's the brainstorm I'm having. Maybe if I break down and cry, I would emphasize more that I need some attentions and things like that. And it just felt, I think I'm just bothering by that this video might just gonna pass by also. And So pretty much that's why I'm having this rehearsal. Hopefully by the time it's the day of the act, like no longer rehearsing, maybe I would have it, I would emphasize enough